What is it like being a Jamaican in Russia? Hi, I'm Xavier Murphy, founder of Jamaicans.com. And today in Jamaicans to the World, I talk to Joshua White, a Jamaican who lives in Russia. Hi, Joshua, how are you doing?
Hello, everyone. Hello. I would say I really appreciate coming on your channel. I really enjoy the work that you're doing, informing people about different information and different countries. I am a Jamaican and I hail from the city of Portmore, Sunshine City.
So I'm a Portmore to myself. I lived in Edgewater.
Me too. I'm from Edgewater also.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
yeah, I live near the roundabout, right
Me too.
before you.
Yeah, man. Also the same. You had the gospel, the white gospel church, yeah?
I don't know if a church was there back when I lived there. I went to the United Church, which was down the road across from, is it
Bridgeview,
Westmead? Across.
Westmead, Bridgeview. No, Westmead, yeah, Westmead. I don't know the name of this church.
Okay,
This
okay.
is good.
So
This is good.
Joshua, I have to tell you, man, you're developed. You have developed a strong. I don't know if I want to call it a Russian or European accent
Excellent. Yeah,
there. And but tell us about that because I don't know if you're dealing with a lot of people who speak English.
yeah. So I would say that now my accents change really fluently and frequently because I have been speaking every day either in Spanish, in Russian, or in German. So in our city, we have a lot of foreigners living here, and the only time I can get to speak English, it's either when I'm listening to videos about my studies, or when I'm speaking with families or some of my students in English. So this is the only way. So the most times here, I've been only speaking English, German, Russian, and Spanish. I would say. So maybe this is why.
So do you dream in Russian?
Not often, but sometimes, yeah.
And
Yeah.
and, and so you speak four languages: German,
Yeah. German, Spanish, and Russian. Yeah.
Russian, and English.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you can't put five. Jamaican,
Yes.
you speak five languages.
Yeah.
Wow, and how did you pick up these languages so quickly?
I would say that it's because when I was in one of the best high schools in Jamaica, St. George's College, I was in the six, lower six, and upper six. In these times, I studied a lot of languages in my free time. I studied Spanish, Russian, and German by watching a lot of films, getting friends from different countries, practicing with them, and now living in this part of Europe, Eastern Europe. Now I speak only in these languages. It's a rare possibility when I can speak English, actually.
Wow, wow, that's amazing. I could pick up the phone and call you and think I'm talking to an Eastern European.
Thank you. Thank you for this compliment.
So, so tell us your story on how did you come to live in Russia?
So my story was a really plain and simple one. I found the plan and I completed what I wanted to do. So, as a Jamaican, I looked at different possibilities of what countries I could go and where I could get the speciality that I wanted to study. So now I'm doing electrical engineering. I'm a student here, living and also working as a language teacher. So I found different universities online. I looked what countries I could have gone to. I offered and sent a lot of my documents. We have, in Jamaica, of course, CXC and Cape. After I did this, I looked for all the countries I could go visa free or what documents I needed. as Russians to Jamaica, we have the visa-free regime. We can go and come to Jamaica or go to Russia without visas. And I realized Russia, this part of the city, the south of Russia, where I live now, they have one of the best universities for my specialty, and they offered me a good full-time education, I would say. So it's all in the different courses that I want. It's all the different courses and the different what can I say? The different modules which they offer. So I would say I was pleased. I sent all the documents and they accepted me.
Nice.
It is, yeah, it is not like a Jamaican leaving Jamaica going abroad for education. Just a Jamaican trying to explore and see different cultures and countries. I was just interested and I chose my path.
All right. So
Yeah.
what city you say it's in southern Russia?
Yeah, so the city is called Rostov-on-Don. It is a south city where it is near to the Caucasian area, where you have like Dagestan, Chechnya, Armenia, Turkey. So you have a lot of history, and the persons here they are really mixed, and the languages, a city full of language and culture, I would say.
Okay, okay. So just out of my curiosity about Russia, because the city I always remember is Vladivostok.
Ah,
Where
yeah.
where is that where is that in relation to Vladivostok? Far?
It is very far. To this city, Vladivostok, you need to go by train about 1 week on a train, or
Oh
by
wow.
plane, yeah, or by plane you can go maybe like 1 day. 1 day takes to go.
We
Yeah.
we we had a I was on a project with years ago, many years ago, and the gentleman was Jewish, a Russian Jewish gentleman, and so he said the code name for the project is Vladivostok. So I never forget the name of that city.
I see. It is in far east in the Siberia. If you go from Moscow to Jamaica, it will be the same distance from Moscow to Vladivostok. It is like the same distance. Yeah, very far, very far. Russia is a big country.
Wow, I don't think I'll ever get there.
Yeah, me
So
either.
so tell me, you moved to Russia. What was it like initially, and how did you find like friends and form like friend groups? Tell us a little bit about that.
So I would say, as a person who is calm and relaxed, I would say that more persons they come to you because if they see that you're a foreigner and you adapt to their culture really well, and I would say a lot of Jamaicans, it is in our trait. We're so calm, we're so fun to be around. A lot of persons love to come to you, to stick on to you. So with me, I found a lot of friends through my work, through university, and even on the street where you see mm, just in the store, different markets, at different companies where I have been to, engineering companies. We have worked together and we just had after like some different friendships, relationships, where we can go like to the countryside to see nature. Really, really interesting, I would say. So as a Jamaican, it is always good and easy to find people and friends.
So what they asked you about Jamaica?
So in Russia, they have a lot of different things when they try to correlate it with Jamaica. They have Jamaican music about Jamaica, three different music. One in the Soviet time, it is called Yamaika. In Russian, we say Yamaika. It is a Italian woman singing about Jamaica, and it was one of the most popular songs in Russia in the Soviet Union. We have Usain Bolt also. They have every time when you're talking about, they say, "Oh, you're from Jamaica, the fastest man in the world, Usain Bolt." And the third one is about Bob Marley. So as you're trying to tell them that you're from Jamaica, they always try to bring these three stereotypes, we can say. Yeah, these
Okay.
are the things that are in their mind. Yeah.
So you get any reggae music there?
Yes, we have a lot of them. We even have Russian groups that are really similar to Jamaican songs, but they're sung in Russian. And also um, we have we have a lot of pop and hip hop songs and even rap songs with the melody of Bob Marley.
Okay. So let me ask you this: if somebody had said to you, when you just entered first form at George's, that Joshua, you're going to live in Russia, what would
Yeah.
your thought? What would you have said to them back then?
I wouldn't have said anything actually, because I'm just always like this open person, willing to see, to go to different places. Because the more you travel, the more you know, the more you learn. Because I think in this life we always need to have a open mindset, you know.
Okay.
So I wouldn't know what to say in this point. Yeah.
What do you love about the Russian people?
I would say I like that they're really similar to Jamaican people. Even the persons I know, like if they see that something is wrong, they will tell you. They don't keep a lot of things around your back, you know. So they just tell you straightforward people. And most of my friends, they're really fun to be around, and we have the same energy. So I can't complain.
Okay. What do you love doing when you have free time there in Russia?
Yeah. So with my city being such a historical city, we have here a lot of buildings, a lot of different monuments and attractions where you can look and you can see the history, you can read about it. Here we had a lot of different theater. We had the Nutshell, we had Tretikov, we had Chekhov. We have some of the best writers coming out of our city from Rostov. Really, really good writers, intellects. I would say it's full of history. So you can never be bored.
Tell me about the food. What's your favorite food in Russia?
One of my favorite food would be maybe shashlik or borscht. This is like soup, barbecue, Russian barbecue, and borscht it is Russian soup, and pelmeni like dumplings.
Oh, they make like a dumpling that and put in the soup.
Yeah, no, they make dumplings and they have meat inside. It is called pelmeni, and for the soup, it is made from beetroot. So it is like red soup. Have you
Mm.
seen it before or no?
No, no, no. I'm
Okay,
learning about it now.
okay, this is good.
so
This is good.
so where you get your Jamaican fix then? Where if you want Jamaican food, are
And
you
food.
cooking it?
Yeah, I'm cooking it myself because in my city we don't have any Jamaican people. Only maybe in the bigger cities like in Moscow, in Krasnoyarsk, in St. Petersburg, a couple of friends. Jamaica and Rusal, they have a really good program, giving a lot of Jamaican students grants so they can go from Jamaica to this part of Siberia, yeah, to the far east. So they provide a lot of Jamaican students who pass CXC or CAPE to go to study in engineering, in economics, in construction. So they give opportunities to a lot of students with grants or scholarships.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
So, what's the cost of living like?
I would say the cost of living it really differs, whether you're a student or a worker. But for me, I'm like this economic person. I really try to economize on, we say in Jamaica, economize, yeah? Economize on what I spend. But I would say it's quite affordable as a student living here. It's quite okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, how often you travel back home or since you've been there?
So the last time I was in Jamaica, it was in 2023. I went for my summer vacation when I was in the second year, and all summers after this, I am working in oil companies like Gazprom or Look Oil, and I have English lessons also with some students. Um, so this is the reason why I'm just trying to spend a lot of time in these companies to get a lot of experience as an engineer or a
Okay.
teacher, English teacher also. Yeah.
Okay. So you have it's two careers basically.
Yeah.
You're doing the language and the engineering.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because I had a lot of problems when I was trying to learn Russian, English, Russian, Spanish, and also teaching English. I had a lot of problems, and throughout the years, I had gained a lot of different improvements, feedbacks, and now I have become a better teacher, I would say. Teaching a lot of small kids, adults who are traveling, doctors, lawyers who are trying to learn different laws around the country, working with international companies. So I'm trying just to be flexible to in the engineering field, in the teaching field, because in teaching in Eastern Europe English, it is really valuable. A lot of persons really like English; they would like to travel, and it is really important for them. And engineering, of course, coming back to Jamaica with such knowledge, it is going to be, I would say, astonishing.
Nice, nice. So let me ask you about, just the get the general haircut,
Yeah,
and shaping up and whatever. I mean, yeah, you're a black man
yeah,
living in a Russian town. Okay.
yeah.
What is that like? And also, if you don't mind, I don't want to call you out, but what is the dating like?
Yeah. So with the haircut, with the dating part a little later, yeah, it's the good information. So with the haircut, it is really difficult because living in these different types, if persons you're coming from the Caribbean, from America, from Canada, Latin America, no, the best thing to do, I would suggest. Try to see, if you see foreigners on the street or you see foreigners at university, you ask them before, like, where can I get a haircut, where's the best place. And this is what I did, and I found that with black hair, with our hair, it is very similar to Arabic. So my barber now, he is from Saudi Arabia, one of the best barbers, I would say, in my city. Um, and really really good at cutting. So it's it at first it was a little difficult when you're trying to find the right barber, but the barber in a man's life, it is really important because you have to always look good for the girls.
So now the girls,
Yeah.
has dating been difficult there for you, or
I I would say, like I said, as a Jamaican person, everyone tries to come, and they feel close, they feel really comfortable, they feel really um, a lot of persons, they adapt to the vibes of, I would say, Caribbean Jamaican men. A lot of girls will know English, so guys, don't worry, okay?
I forgot to ask you, when you went to Jamaica, what was that food that you missed?
Juicy beef patty. This was one of the food I really, really, really missed.
So as you land, you go get a juicy beef, Joshua.
Yeah, and also the barbecue KFC chicken.
You know your stuff. You know
Yeah,
your stuff.
I, I want to ask Mr. Murphy, what about have you
Mr.
tried
Okay,
stead?
hold on. Mr. Murphy is my father. Mr. Murphy is my father. I am Xavier.
Okay, okay, Xavier. What about Stedman? Have you tried Stedman food? Candy bowl. It
Stedman?
Yeah, it is right at Waterford. Have you tried this before?
No, I've never tried Stedman food.
I recommend when you go to Jamaica, you need to try one of the best foods.
Oh wow. I
Yeah, like
I need to check that out next time.
eh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I need to check them out.
yeah, like
Stedman.
yeah, Stedman. Like my auntie says, she always says, "Good eats, good eats." Really, really good, man. Stedman or Candy Bar, really tasty.
What they known for? What food?
No, no rice and peas, chicken, fries, fries and chips. For
Them good.
everything, I would say curry goat. Them really turn up. It is really good.
Nice, nice, nice. Well, Joshua, listen, thank you for spending some time
Yeah,
with us and telling us about your journey there
yeah,
to Russia.
yeah.
Um, if you were to
No
offer
problem.
some advice to a student that's thinking of coming there, what would that, or student or if somebody visiting, what would that advice be?
I would advise a person going from no, not only to Russia but to Germany, to Canada, to America, to the southern part of America, Latin America, Colombia, Cuba, even a lot of medical students they go. I would advise that you don't just go to the country. You need to learn before. You need to learn a little bit of the language, know how the currency work, try to get some friends, and also know how the weather is like. If anyone would like to know any information or any help, I would be really really grateful. Don't hesitate. You can write me, message me, and I would gladly help, give information or any advice. Yeah,
All right. I know you're on IG. If you want, if you choose to, you can give your IG if somebody wants to reach out to you.
yeah, no problem. And I know that a lot of English speakers who are trying to learn Russian or they're trying to learn Spanish or German, they can also go to my site and they can learn because we work with a school that teaches these languages for English speakers.
What's the site?
I will send it a little later on
Okay.
Instagram. Yeah, you can
All
find
right.
it also.
Not a problem. You talk about you just opened up a door there. You talk about check the weather and so
Yeah.
forth. Are you south enough where you're not dealing with the harsh
Heat.
winters?
The No, I would say that the winters here it is like minus 10, minus 20
Whoa.
degrees.
Whoa.
But you can get a little colder if you go to the different Siberian cities. You can get like minus 40, minus 50 like this.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Well, that's
yeah.
crazy.
But
So since you know, oh, sorry, go ahead, Joshua. You were saying
eh,
something else.
no, you can continue.
Okay. So again, thank you
Yeah,
for great information. You've
yeah,
certainly adjusted there and
yeah. No
great
problem.
tips and everything. So
Yeah.
since you know the Russian, what is the way you informally say goodbye? Teach it to me. Teach me how to say goodbye. And that's how we're gonna end in
Okay,
Russian.
okay. So we can say Paka,
Baka,
Paka.
Paka.
Yeah, with a P, Paka,
Okay. All right,
Paka,
Joshua. So Paka.
Paka. Bye bye.